Welcome back to the Caribou Data Science Challenge. Today is August 28th, 2020. It's time for our everybody's favorite game show, the Random States Analysis. This is where we randomly select a state and do a U.S. state and do a COVID-19 analysis on it. So let's go ahead and pull up today's lucky state. Colorado, Rocky Mountain State. Okay. I used to live in Colorado, so this one is particularly interesting to me. Okay, let's take a look here at some dates. Obviously, the date itself only goes up to the 27th, but this is the date the report is run. Okay, now let's give it a shot. Come up to load our libraries, connect to the database, pull the data for the two states. Now let's look at the cumulative total cases and deaths. As expected, a huge spike. Goodness gracious. Look at this. Look at this huge spike in deaths. 2,000 deaths. What in the world's going on in Colorado? Cases appear to flatten out a little bit here, but then continue going up. Okay, the cases by date is a bit of a roller coaster ride. A spike up here in April, May, a decline down for a few weeks here, then a new climb up, and now, thank God, it's beginning to fall down. The first week of August or so, it begins to decline somewhat, although there is a little spikes here. Take a look at deaths, the spike back in April, May. Now here's the good news. The daily deaths seems to be between maybe 10 and 20 cases a day. Let's take a look at cases and deaths by week. I actually think this is a bit more helpful than even the daily. Because here you can see the spike up to here, but now they've had 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 weeks decline in the weekly number of cases. Deaths, initial increase back in April. Now, on the one hand, this is kind of bucking an asterisk, and every place else is having the cases above. That we having the weekly cases up into here for June. So therefore, this is maybe isn't that bad at this point because it's well below this. It's the national numbers are the exact opposite. So the decline up to 50 per week drops down. Now they appear to be staying below maybe 30 a week, which is much better news. This is good, less than 2%. That's definitely the less than the national average. So maybe they're not nearly as bad as the daily numbers indicate. Okay, take a second look. This is from the current spike, June up to here. Now you can see the cases is declining once again. Deaths, here's a spike back in June, and now it's declining. Okay, it's not bad. I mean, obviously there's a lot of spikes, but still the general trend in deaths appears to be down. Let's take a look at the top 5 counties. Well, the problem is you only have data up to the 27th. Okay, so what have we got? Top 5 counties in. Top 5 counties reported as far as the single day total for August 27th, that says 28, but the actual data 27. Adams, Altamosa, Arapahoe, Aretha, and Baca County in Colorado are top 5 rated counties as far as total cases for August 27th. And you wonder if this actually also reflects the population. It's a kind of interesting question. And now deaths. Adams, Alamosa, and Arapahoe are the large ones. But again, well, I suppose, okay, this is daily, and then you could maybe only have 2 deaths on the 27th, which would be good news, and only 1 death for each for these 2. Okay, so that makes sense. So once again, it's hard to say. If you look at the daily numbers, it appears as if well, even if you look at deaths by date, you can see it's still declining from this period over here. Cases are a little bit more erratic, but it do appear to be dropping. So once again, this doesn't this I would say overall this is okay news. I mean, definitely deaths are really looking pretty good. Uh, Cases appear to be declining for a second time, so we'll have to wait and see exactly what happens with those cases over the next couple of days. Well, thank you for joining me again today, and we'll catch you on the daily reports. Don't forget to like and share this video, and also click the red button and subscribe, as well as viewing and clicking and subscribing to all my daily nutshell reports. Thanks so much, and have a nice day.